But it's your birthday.
So. It is. 29 again.
29 again. Well, we might as well do something to celebrate a birthday like that. I mean, Michelle's already
trained to say happy birthday 29.
Yes. Yeah, well, some people are really concerned about their birth year and things like that, and some people aren't, but ageism is alive and well. Look at Valentina here. Hi, Valentina.
I love Valentina.
This is going to be a show about a birthday.
Valentina never ages. She has looked the same since I met her in like 2013. Seriously, some people don't.
Some people don't. That's what I've heard. Anne's here for your birthday.
Thanks so much, Anne. That's so nice.
It's quite the day.
I know.
Yes. Well, I think we have a show.
More cake.
You don't want any more cake? I'll take your cake.
I'm so done. I had cake pops because Chloe sent me cake pops and she's so lovely. And I ate a bunch of cake pops, not all at once. And then I had actual cake because my son's birthday was yesterday. And by today, when my birthday is, I was like, please, I just don't. No more foods.
Why did I not know your son's birthday was yesterday? Which one? Big one or little one?
Big one.
Oh, geez, he must be like 30 now.
No, he looks it though. He's 6'2". His voice is so deep he could do Barry White songs if he wanted to.
You'll never find.
That's it. Oh, yay! So how can people join us? We have
well,
come hang out in the studio with us.
SeaBrogan.me/join us because we're doing a big birthday celebration. Everybody, come on camera.
So Eric Post.
Hi everyone, Tim Kitzrow from NBA Jam and NFL Blitz, welcoming you to The Backpack Show. Your hosts, Chris Brogan, Kerry Gargone, Boom Shakalaka.
Backpack Show.
Eric Post has made us some questions. Thank you, especially for my birthday. Made me birthday theme loaded questions because he's so nice.
I love when we do some loaded questions. And loaded questions, Eric poses. You can go to SeaBrogan.me/loaded questions.
Oh, I love Len Joy.
And we have all kinds of loaded questions to pick from.
Oh, I have birthday ones. I have birthday specific ones.
Oh,
Yay!
Yay. So go to SeaBrogan.me/join us.
Sinead's here. So I've got my, hold on, for IVC Company, I've got my teacup.
Now, are you gonna pour anything special in it?
No, I don't actually use it. I don't want to ruin it. I love it. So I usually keep it on my bookshelf back there where it's visible during the show, but I brought it up front so we could clink teacups, me and Ivy. Ivy's tea company.
Yeah.
You see what it says? It says, I support Black women.
Yes, you do.
And this is just one. She's got a bunch of trapped China things. You should go check it out. Not you, because you're not into that stuff, but people who are. Hi, Raul.
People who like China. It's a big happy birthday day today.
People say they're not camera ready. You're fine.
Oh, from Periscope? No, you just have to go to that link. So go to SeaBrogan.me/join us. And it'll get you right there. It's just a URL.
Camera ready.
Just open your browser and you'll get right there.
I know what Valentina looks like. She's fine. All these people are fine.
So camera ready, you silly.
I know. Raul's definitely camera ready. No question. Eric Poses was like, hey, happy birthday. And I was like, hey, cool. You want to come play loaded questions? And he's like, I can't, but here's a bunch of loaded questions for you. So
he had to do grown-up things today. Hey, it's my mom.
Yeah, he did have to do grown-up things. Love your mom. I see. And that says use the teacup, but it's so pretty. I just want to look at it all the time.
Well, if you break it, guess what you have to do?
Buy another one.
There you go. Supporting more Black women.
I would fix it. I know that that's the thing you're supposed to do, but I don't.
No,
usually. I would. Don't usually. Thanks, Anne.
You know who's wonderful? Shanae, who
sells teacups.
Hi, happy birthday, Kerry.
Thank you.
I got mine.
So excited today.
Clinking noises ensue. Clink, clink. Look at that. Perfect. It happened.
We talk about you so much on the show. It's crazy.
Thanks, y'all. I really do appreciate it.
Valentina's on the treadmill.
Wow, what tea's hot and big right now in the next month or two? What's a good January, February tea to be gulping?
Well, any tea, of course, because it's freezing outside. But for us, our biggest seller most recently has been our impeachment tea. And
that's right. Didn't it sell out twice immediately?
Yes, and we've also got a tea for your libido, so that's been moving. So.
See, the impeachment tea would do something for my libido. I'm pretty excited about that.
Well, I'm so glad you were our first guest on. We should ask you a loaded question.
Okay. I'll play.
You can do it.
So people who are in the comments, you can play as well. So if you're not camera ready, you can still play Loaded Questions, the official game of the Backpack Show, where normally we deconstruct other people's success so you can apply the lessons to your own life. But today it's my birthday, so we're playing Loaded Questions. What is the best part of getting older?
I'm getting older. Now I realize that a lot of people don't make it this far. I just turned 33. My birthday is January 4th. And so I'm happy to be here. It really means a lot. So being old isn't bad. I thought that it looks better the closer I get to it.
My mom complains. I'm like, well, beats the alternative,
Exactly.
So in the comments, you can tell us, what is the best part of getting older? For me, it was caring even less what people thought of me. I mean, I was always fairly independent, but I still had, I was very externally driven. Like my parents' approval was important to me or something like that. And now that I'm older, I don't care at all. So
yeah, you're right. That is a good part.
Bob wants some impeachment tea. Thank you, Nazim.
I just have a whole different answer to this. And the best part of being older is just how much more good looking I keep getting. Like as the years go on, I'm freaking awesome looking now.
So modest. Elaine says,
I looked just normalish.
I'm getting
younger.
Smarter and less filtered. The best part of being older is realizing how lucky you are growing out of the stupid years. Oh my God, it's so true. Yeah. It's so true. So join us in the studio, play Loaded Questions with us on camera if you want to. You're welcome to play along in the comments if you prefer. But don't be shy. You can see that we just turn up however
we just drag you on. We're just here. I'm wearing a t-shirt today.
That's what it is.
It's a t-shirt day.
Fine. So, the official game of the Backpack Show.
We can go to ivystea.com to find some more Shanae goodness. There's so much good, interesting stuff to take a look at. Honey, tea, china, all kinds of things. Thank you so much for showing up today.
Thanks for having me, and happy birthday, Kerry.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Everybody go get some tea and some trapped china. Anne says, finding out how to be healthy and sexier is the best part of getting older. Libido.
Yes. Libido. That's one of their teas.
You're gorgeous, Chris.
I am. That's why that
leveled up
song is out.
And life and knowledge. Wisdom, that seems like a common thing. Let me know when I'm supposed to get smarter. Any day now. It's not happening today.
One of these days is coming. Well,
you should come in the studio with me. Hi, Papa Brogan. I would love to have your parents, your biological father and mother in the studio with me for my birthday.
They would be great people to drag in. But in their absence, they've sent Michelle Pridgeon. Hi, Michelle.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, I thought I'd pop on. It is like major fog out, so it's kind of spooky for your birthday here in Missouri.
It's pretty. I mean, it's cold here, but it's sunny.
Oh, good for you. Send some my way.
What was your favorite birthday so far?
Well, here's an interesting story. So I'm 52, and for my 50th, my mother-in-law was going to plan. Well, she did plan a fabulous 50th birthday party. I told her not do the crappy version of it where they give you a hard time and all the coffin and all the, you're dead now type of party favors. But that was the year that husband and I went down to Florida and bought an RV. And so we were going to come back. We got a really good deal on it. But unfortunately, it turned out to be a longer trip and I missed my 50th birthday party. So that was my most memorable.
So awful.
So no.
My champagne birthday would have been 19, 19 on the 19th, and I wasn't old enough to drink champagne. So I was like, but I did. But wasn't supposed to. So we're playing Loaded Questions.
Cool.
The official game of the Backpack Show. And so the question for you is, what's the only thing you want for your birthday this year? Apparently Eric poses as like you get one thing, just like you only get one thing in the backpack, one thing for your birthday. Nazim is here too.
Seeing how my birthday's 5 months away, I can't wish to win the Mega Millions, which is up to almost 800,000. I'm sorry, 800 million this week. So maybe you should wish for that, Kerry. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'll wish for that. I'll get rid of that. Will definitely happen. I would have to go out in public and purchase the ticket. So that's how I know that's not happening.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. I'm not going to win it. Hey, Naz.
I'll wish for bees. And the reason why is because we had bought this new property this year and we just had deer yesterday, but I want to cultivate some bees so that way we can have some yummy honey. So I've been watching how to do that.
I love it.
So,
Hey, we have some other friends in the waiting room.
Yeah, I'm going to take care of that. Michelle, thank you so much for coming on. Boop.
Oh,
But
I thought she could stay and you could have more people come in, but you're so pushy.
Well, you know what I found is that the more people we have, the less that the questions work out. So I'm just doing it this way. Hey guys, you're live. Hello.
Hello.
From Milan and wherever Elaine is hanging.
This is so exciting.
Elaine's in Canada.
Canada,
Freezing.
that's right. Just that whole one part, Canada, one time zone.
Elaine's in Ottawa. Elaine's in the capital, and we are quite cold. It's 6 degrees Fahrenheit.
Hi, Elaine. It's been years since we've seen each other.
Hi, Nazim. Lovely to see you as well. Kerry, happy birthday.
Thank you so much. So what's the one thing you want for your birthday?
What is the one thing that you want for your birthday this year?
I want the vaccine, so it's pretty easy. So I can go and see my friends again. But it could be anything you want in theory. Just one thing.
Let me try to see.
I want to go home to Scotland.
Just one thing. Being able to travel again.
Yeah.
So it's pretty common.
I gotta go see my mom, which I cannot go see because she is isolated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where is she quarantining, Naz?
Istanbul.
Istanbul.
Okay. Istanbul, Turkey. And the problem is if I go see her and I come back to Italy, they make me stay 14 days in a shut room with some sort of like isolation. So
can you take a test or something? Like a rapid result test or something? Do they? And then you don't have to quarantine?
No. Here in Italy, they still have to do it.
Oh, okay. See, I would take the test. I mean, I know a lot of people were saying, I don't want to pay for a test. I was like, forget it. I'll pay for a test. So I wouldn't have to quarantine. Yeah, I would do it to go and see my mom again.
What are you doing for your birthday tonight, Kerry? What's the plan?
I mean, you're looking at it. So yesterday was my son's birthday. So we already had the cake and he wanted to play the card game Exploding Kittens. So we played Exploding Kittens. And I mean, that's pretty much it. So I'm kind of caked out already.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like your birthday's going to go on for a couple of days.
Yeah. I mean, the whole week pretty much is total loss for productivity. If I could go somewhere, so what I usually do is I drag my kids out to some historic site they don't want to look at, but because it's my birthday, they come and deal with it and learn something along the way. We all have a good time. So I want to go to NOLA on my birthday, says Valentina. Right. And Bob Collins says, by November, a full week retreat, traveling along the coast of Galway with family and friends all together. See, I mean, some family and friends, sure, but you got to pick them if that's going to be an enjoyable week. I think. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm picky. But this is so fun. Thank you for joining us. So many people were like, I'm just not camera ready. I can't possibly. So I appreciate you.
You just ran for it because you're pros.
Because you're so good. But if somebody else wants to come and join us too, it's cbrogan.me/join us. And this is it. Just shenanigans today. So
celebrate for at least a month, Kerry.
If I celebrate for a year, I can pick it right up.
See you later.
Next year. So we're playing Loaded Questions, official game of the Backpack Show, because, why not? It's my birthday.
I know it. cbrogan.me/join us. Come on.
Happy birthday. Leslie wants to go out to lunch with a good friend. So this is what most people would want for their birthday. I think to go out and see people again in public, drinks, and a big piece of chocolate cake. Now, see, my youngest only likes vanilla, and I'm like, feel like I should get a DNA test or something. Even though he looks very like me, but I'm like, how is that possible? Your dad, Papa Brogan, your biological father, wants for everybody to be vaccinated so we can safely see each other. I know, right? Yep.
See, he's why I haven't shaved the sides, because I keep thinking it's going to fall down like his does if I get enough weight. That's what I'm thinking.
It's just not. Maybe you get it from your beard from your mom's side of the family. What are the men's beards like in your mom's side of the family?
Those fellas had some whiskers, yeah.
So if you want to come play Loaded Questions in the studio with us, cbrogan.me/join us. You're welcome to go along in the comments as well, obviously, like we have. But Eric Poses creator of Loaded Questions, official Game of Backpack Show, wrote some like birthday themed ones just for me. So I was so excited. I don't think you've done ads though yet. And I feel like it's my birthday responsibility to remind you to do them.
Well, I can do ads, but everybody else should be getting their little lipsticks on or whatever, because, this is Kerry who's been running this show and making it work. And if you don't show up, then you're disrespecting her.
Oh, cut it out. People aren't ready this early.
You're bad. No, you're bad people. Really, all of you. Bad.
My 11-year-old like chocolate. I've had the same thought too, Kerry. Right. I don't understand. So if we have a Carvel ice cream cake that has a layer of vanilla and a layer of chocolate, he will like surgically remove the parts that are chocolate and even the crunchy parts, which are like the best part, and have just vanilla. It's crazy. Like, I don't know. But I guess, he knows what he wants, and that's nice. Thank you, Fred Faulkner. You should come play with me.
Come play a game.
Come play.
All right. So as per your request, we are sponsored by PubSite. You could be an author, and then you could have an author website, just like other authors who have author websites. Tom Clancy uses PubSite, pub-site.com. I mean, not him because he's dead, but the estate of Tom Clancy does. Robin Cook, all kinds of fancy people. Sue Grafton was their first. $20 a month, super easy. Takes a couple hours to make. If you don't want to make it, give them $500. Boop, done. Run. Pub-site.com. Ostensibly, we are sponsored by StreamYard. cbrogan.me/StreamYard. They're on parole with me right now, probation. cbrogan.me/StreamYard. It's how we make this show. It's how Kerry can have a birthday party just so easy. It's how you can join us in the studio. cbrogan.me/join us is how you can come and be part of the show and make it more fun. Now, look, I mean, really, who gave you sausage? Kerry gave you sausage. Kerry mailed out every single piece of sausage. If you have Johnsonville in your belly, it's her doing, not mine, because I don't mail anything. I don't even mail things I'm supposed to mail for myself. It's just Johnsonville sausage. You can send an email, Kerry@chrisbrogan.com, and get your own damn sausages.
Well, in exchange for a short video of you doing something with said sausage. I feel like I should point that out.
Mostly in the eating category, I should point out.
Well, I mean, yeah, in theory, you could do like whatever. So come play with us. Come play Loaded Questions. Nazim says the main reason I came in was for Kerry and the birthday celebration. Sorry, Chris.
No.
I don't know what other reason Chris might have hoped you had. And Bob Collins says, oh, Cookie Puss, because Carvel ice cream cake had those character cakes they used to do. If you remember this, you're old, by the way. And I remember this. So I guess 29 is old. But they had like Fudgy the Whale.
Yeah, Fudgy the Whale.
Thanks,
Cookie Puss was the first Beastie Boys song, by the way. Oh, Fred quit. Good job, Fred.
Fred went away.
Don, come in the studio, Bubby. cbrogan.me/join us.
Call him Bubby.
I did call him Bubby. He's somebody's Jewish grandma.
Thank you, Chaz.
Chaz is here. Hey, that's so cool.
Charlie's here. Nothing to say, but he's
the dude
here.
Himself. He just wanted to just say, I'm here.
No, sometimes people will put like a GIF or something and it doesn't display, but I would see it if I was on Facebook, but I don't see it because we're in here. Yeah, come play with us.
Come play with us.
Questions, official Game of the Backpack Show. And, I was just like, who would be the right guest to have on my birthday? And like, we couldn't think of anything. So, today's Dolly Parton's birthday too. It is. We're birthday twins. Mm-hmm.
It is.
Which is great because I love her. I super love her. She said this one time. She said, you're never going to do a whole lot unless you're brave enough to try. And I was like, oh, I love her so much. People in Tennessee super, super love Dolly. So it's like, I feel like that alone is enough for me to live here. We have at least one thing in common.
My favorite thing she said was that when she was really admiring this woman in the town, she aspired to be just like her. And the mom said, well, that's the town tramp. She goes, great. I want to be a tramp.
I want to be trash.
Trash, great. I want to be trash.
She said, I want to be trash. So Loaded Questions. What's a sure sign that someone's getting old? Join us in the studio. cbrogan.me/join us. What's a sure sign someone's getting old?
Well, Mr. Collins, what is a sure sign of somebody getting old?
My reflection in the mirror every morning. That's besides the point.
Jeez. Seriously, I love her. Love her. I think it's like when somebody doesn't like any new songs and they like criticize all the music that the young people listen to. I feel like that's a sign you're getting old because you're getting like rigid and inflexible.
Yeah, I think when you stop getting what meme reference is another one.
Oh, but I mean, I don't know them all. There's so many.
Well, right, but then there's times when one bubbles up to be one of the most popular, and at least those ones still.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's
When it comes to cultural references, I'm a little bit better than my 14-year-old son. But happy birthday, Miss Kerry. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. You got to get on Reddit, I guess, if you want to keep ahead of the curve. So what do you think is a sure sign someone's getting old?
Memory.
That's a toughie.
Yeah. But I think the other one is when you're watching the Grammys and you don't recognize almost half the artists.
I just started digging into this new artist, this British guy named Youngblood, and he follows that sort of new punk aesthetic of not remembering that we did all of this once already.
Yeah, we had our Sid Vicious moments. Yes.
Yeah, and so he's acting like he's the guy who invented it. And I love him, and he's bringing a lot of new things to it. He's definitely like a Gen Z version of all this stuff. But when I was sort of feeling proud of myself for that, and then I realized I don't think I know a single K-pop song except for the one outlier that America loved, which was Gangnam Style.
Well, I'm sure you've got a couple K-pop posters hanging in the back closet there. So.
You're getting old when you start dreaming about Rocky Road ice cream and the Good Humor truck.
No, but it was funny back then you guys were talking about Carvel ice cream. So, Kerry, we used to go off of Mystic Valley Parkway off into the Boston through Arlington, and we always saw the Carvel shop right there as we went by. And I always asked my mother, and she would say, "One day we'll stop and we'll get some. One day we'll stop." It was like 8 years later.
But she did it.
We took the exit. We went over. We got out. We were so excited. There was like Cookie Puss. There was Budgie the Whale. There was everything. We were excited. We got it all. We sat down and we tried it. Worst experience ever.
Oh no! Why? What happened?
It was just like, this is nothing but chemicals and tarts, and this tastes terrible.
That's why it's so good.
Exactly. We had to appreciate that we were always drinking, all the other high quality stuff as opposed to the chemically induced stuff into the mold. But when we realized that the chemical stuff is good too.
Some of the stuff is great. They make it off the highway in New Jersey. It's supposed to taste like natural things. So sure sign somebody is getting old. Coach Woodard says always 15 years older than me.
Yes. Yep.
Good.
And you're definitely getting old, Michael says, when songs from your high school mixtape start appearing on classic rock music stations. Oh my God, it's so true.
That's a good one.
Old age is unidentified aches and pains, says Carol.
Oh, yeah. When you go to the doctor for something that's ailing you and they ask you the question, well, how old are you? And you go like, you're just going to have to get used to it now.
And a person your age. When they affix a person your age to their medical advice.
I don't, but it's ridiculous.
Getting older.
For women, like when I was pregnant, with my second, they were like, "Oh, advanced maternal age." I was like, "F you!" Advanced maternal age. This is like over 20. It's like advanced maternal age.
I'll give you an acronym. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, F that. They said a lot of things that didn't make sense though. So,
as they do.
Whatever.
My Carvel story is just that I was born and raised in Maine, and we had Channel 38, which was down in Boston, and so we'd get Boston commercials in between like the Three Stooges and Creature Feature, but we didn't have any of these places, so we'd have Carvel ice cream and Cookie Puss, like if you remember.
Come on down the Carvel's ice cream. It was like Jabba the Hutt was like a mobster come out of Everett.
Exactly so.
Rick Charlie said you're getting old when your body starts fighting back on your favorite foods.
Oh yeah.
Oh. That's
so true.
I think we need to go.
Calling the kids.
Let's go to a happier level of questioning.
Yes. So one of my birthday parties when I was little, remember when McDonald's was like allowed to have birthday parties for kids to like cook up for life? My mom loved McDonald's. She was there all the time. So she had a birthday party at McDonald's and they had like a cake with Ronald McDonald like on it. And my brother cut his head right off. My mom's like, "Oh, you want to cut the cake for your sister? That's so sweet." Cut his head right off. And I was like,
let's get that butcher blade out here and do it right up sharp the right way.
It was awful. So Nazim, I think you're talking about Cookie Puss, which is one of the cakes that Carvel has. Carvel ice cream.
Puss like a kitty cat, but in this case, a face. Like a fine puss.
It was the same mold for everything. They just did over and over again. And then there was they did the Shamrock one with Cookie Puss,
which I feel like was borderline as far as maybe being a tinge off color. Like maybe that's a yellow card. So come play with us. Come play Loaded Questions with us in the studio. It's cbrogan.me/join us.
Bob Collins, have I got something for you? Boop.
Oh, you booped him. I love Bob.
I did. I love Bob.
Bob's the best.
He's in my top 3 Bobs.
It's Fred.
It's Fred. Fred. Well, it was Fred. Do you see him?
Fred.
I don't see him.
He's a podcaster. He'll figure it out.
No. Well, according to Fred, Fred's not here.
Wow, Fred's frozen. He'll refresh. He'll be right back. So we're just doing Loaded Questions today. You can play with us in the studio, cbrogan.me/join us if you want to, or you can play in the comments if you're not camera ready, but like we don't care about being camera ready. Obviously, it's not that big a deal. And I've seen most of you in person and you look fine. So
I referenced what Michael Dougherty's talking about as well early in this storyline, which is that Cookie Puss is also an underrated Beastie Boy song.
Yes.
They were worried that they were going to get in trouble for doing Cookie Puss, and the Carvel people loved it. They thought it was so cool that they had a song with their name in it.
I kind of don't feel like you could get in trouble for that because it's not like you can't copyright 2 words. Like it's not, and as trademarks go, no one's going to be like, oh, Carvel had a song. Like there's no confusion there. So
just like again, a band will get bullied. The band Green Jello had to change themselves to Green Jelly. So
Fred says he's back. He wants to play with us.
Well, let's try it. Third Fred's a charm.
Hello. There he is. Best background in the business. Hello, Fred.
Dirty background in the business, man. I got to clean up my space. But yes.
Clean your space, Fred.
We got to work on getting that 10 for 10 on Room Raider.
Clean your space, Fred. Have you ever talked to them? I was so afraid to talk to them. Like,
I tried once to at them and it didn't go anywhere. So I need to, I think, have a better, more valid attempt.
Well, they are kind of political. So maybe like wait a couple weeks till things are like
let's get past inauguration day.
Yeah, because they do. They prioritize that.
Oh yeah, I've seen many of the CNN screenshots than random people like me. So
they demolish people. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my golly! West Coast Dave Davies has shown up for Kerry's birthday.
Everybody loves Fred.
Hello. By the way, happiest of birthdays to you, Kerry.
Thank you.
One of the greatest in the biz. So I still remember the day that I met you in person at Adobe Summit. We were hanging out in the what was it, the Insiders group.
Yeah,
we actually had dinner that night too. It was very, very awesome if you'd actually do that. When we first met.
I like dinner. I like you.
I know, so it worked out well. But look at this. A couple years later, I'm here celebrating your birthday with you on Happy Birthday.
Oh, Jamie, I've known Jamie since I was
backpack show with
13.
Kerry O'Shawn.
Thank you so much, Fred. And Jamie turned up. He's known me since I was 13. So don't tell anybody all that shit you know. Thank you. So let's play. Loaded Questions, the official game of the Backpack Show. You can come into the studio and play with us. Fred Faulkner the 4th. Right now, for my birthday, cbrogan.me/join us. Or you can join in the comments if you prefer. The question is, what would you want, or who would you want to pop out of your birthday cake? Who would you want to pop out of your birthday cake? You know when they roll the giant cake in?
Yeah.
Who do you want popping out?
I think Felix.
Felix.
I feel like this is a loaded question in and of itself because
I don't know. Is the wife watching? I mean, maybe not.
She's not. She doesn't know I participate in these shows. So
secret shows.
Yeah, exactly. Man,
it's okay. We won't tell. Shh.
Yeah, right.
Depends what kind of feedback you want. Like if you want somebody like hot, like I'd say Christina Hendricks, but you know who I'd really want though? Jack Black. Can you imagine Jack Black coming out of a
Black would be.
I want Dr. Fauci to jump out and stick me with the vaccine.
I would probably do like, well, all right. So,
I mean, but normally
person, what's that?
I said normally it might be a different answer.
And,
right, go ahead.
Yeah. I know. I mean, I would, The Rock would be cool because then I would like try to like have him go like, let's go drink some tequila and like lift weights. So I'll watch you lift weights and I'll just drink tequila. I don't know, like that's actually in all reality, like The Rock, he's one of those guys that I think has transformed himself in so much in over the years, and I would totally get down with like just hanging out with him for an afternoon for sure.
That goes with mine because normally if there wasn't a pandemic on and I wasn't trying to suck up to Dr. Fauci to get vaccine, I would want Triple H. He's my pretend boyfriend.
I'll bring The Rock. You bring Triple H. And we'll get a match going for
a couple of big ass cakes.
Whoa! Happy birthday, Kerry!
Thank you. He'll jump out of my enormous cake is what will happen.
Yeah.
They'll be like impossible to even fit in there.
Now,
yeah,
if I
Jamie
go with the other gender, I'd probably say Anne Hathaway.
Oh,
okay.
nice.
Okay.
Interesting. I never really got her message, but it's good. Different strokes for different folks. Just stay away from my Triple H. Jamie says someone to vaccine everyone. Carol says, oh, Dave. Dave says, I just decided to pop out like I was hiding in a cake. Benjamin Cars, Chaz, nice.
Boston-based band, by the way.
Robin Williams and Elvis. I
Mm.
mean, they could do the same cake. Bess says, happy birthday. Keep rocking the pigtails. Thank you. Bess is in Florida. She ran Florida BlogCon. I think she still does.
Mm.
+1 for Robin Williams. So who do you want jumping out of your cake? Springsteen or Bono? Jack Black is a good one too. James Corden. You're all over the place. Come on, Annette.
Yeah, that's a lot of cake people.
You want cake. That's it. Betty Boop or Steve Martin.
Jamming out on a banjo.
That's asking kind of a lot. Like he's got to fit in there with the banjo and stuff. Like,
well, Lucia takes it one further. She says the entire Rolling Stones,
hey,
all of them.
Well, it's a big ass cake, I guess.
A big cake.
It's your birthday. You can have as many people in your cake as you want. So we're playing Loaded Questions. Official game of the Backpack Show. If you want to come play with us, cbrogan.me/join us. If you're camera ready, even if you're not, we don't mind. And if you want to play in the comments, obviously you can do that. But come and join us. It'll be fun. Bob,
definitely worth it.
Bob, come back. So Fred, this was fun, right? Like you don't feel awkward.
No.
You're camera ready.
I'm always camera ready because I'm on cameras all day long with conference calls. So
well, you are, and you also record your podcast episodes.
I do. Guess via what platform?
Which platform do you use?
Right.
I might be using this one, StreamYard.
I don't love it.
$15 though for when people join because I don't have an affiliate program with them. So
well, I mean, you could.
I could.
Ann Joy Taylor, second choice, says Nazim. Did we get your first choice? Oh yeah, Keith Richards. Okay, second choice. He's down to a second choice. I mean, we could get like into fourth, fifth, sixth choices, but I feel like one's good enough.
Oh, wait. Do you mean Anya Taylor-Joy, the Queen's Gambit girl? I think that's who he means.
Yeah.
I think that's who he means.
One who looks kind of like Anne Margaret.
She's got some eyeballs.
She's got some eyeballs. I saw this was mean, and I, normally I don't make fun of people publicly, but like on Twitter, there was this meme that said if you put her and the guy that was in it with her, he had kind of close set eyes, and hers are a little bit further apart. They're like, so their kid would have like average
Normal.
set eyes. Yeah. I was like, oh, that's mean, but I think it's true.
Mean but true.
Yes. So let's see. We have one more loaded question. Where would you not want to be in your birthday suit? Eric poses.
Everywhere Eric poses, but
So come into the studio with us and answer this one. Loaded Questions, the official game of the Backpack Show.
We need one last person to jump into the studio to play this with Fred Wagner.
Where would you not want to be in your birthday suit? I mean, I feel like that's like most places, but
yeah, like
I don't know.
I'll just say like a beach. Everybody.
Yeah.
Probably not my.
Depends what beach, I guess.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Most.
I don't know. Most people have dreams about like going to school or something and finding yourself naked. I feel like that would be a bad situation all around.
I was naked in my dream last night. I was talking to Tig Notaro and a whole bunch of people time traveled. And I was at this kind of party that all these celebrities were having, and I wasn't supposed to be there, but I had just wormed my way in. And then the next thing you know, I realized I was naked, and I was like, well, that was some party.
That's probably an imposter syndrome dream. Any other dream analysts want to join us in the studio? Come to the studio. Playing some loaded questions for my birthday, official game of the Backpack Show. Where would you not want to be in your
Annette
birthday?
Mason says the front yard.
The backyard's like, okay. We know how Annette hangs out on the weekends. Any public space that is extremely cold.
Yeah, right. Good call, Dave.
Spoken like a Canadian.
In public anywhere. Yeah. So that's that's like an interesting question from Eric. It makes me wonder.
Ironically, though, when my wife always harasses me for not closing the blinds in our bedroom, we live in, second floor, our bedroom faces the front of the house. I'm like, if anyone wants to walk by and see that, that's their own prerogative. Like,
you dirty dog.
Same story here, baby.
Like, you know what? They want to look up whatever, knock their socks off. I don't care.
We back up onto like farmland, and I'm convinced someday they'll put like an Arby's there, but right now it's just farm. So I'm like, whatever. Somebody's traipsing across the farm. They see what they see. Don't really care.
They see what they see. Fred,
Right.
you know I had to do it. Boop.
Oh, I love Fred.
Love me some Fred Faulkner the fourth.
Loaded questions. We did it.
Don Stanley names it frightened turtle syndrome when it's cold. Yeah. I mean, look, I'm already Irish.
He's out there walking the dog all day. They take a lot of long walks and everything. So, I mean, that would be like, it'd be a bad situation.
It can get really cold up where Don is. You know, everyone always likes to think that where they are is the coldest place in the world. It can be really cold. How can you end the show any better? Like if Lenny Kravitz were here, we'd be like, excuse us, Len. And that would be the end of it because we'd make room to put in Chloe Forbes Kindler.
So I can't stay long because I might cough all over the screen. But I wanted to wish you happy birthday and say how loved you are and how much we so all appreciate all the work you do every single day of the year. Like I feel like you should be celebrated every day of the year.
You're so sweet.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. And thank you for the cake pops. That was so sweet. And I ate probably solidly half of them. I don't think I need any more cake. So then I'll ask you just one of these. Chloe, who did you want to pop out of your birthday cake?
Oh, I would definitely pick like Melissa McCarthy as any character she ever played because it would make me laugh so hard. Or Miranda. Miranda is like really tall. She's like a comedian. She's a British comedian, but I don't know her second name.
Oh, we'll have to find her out. We discovered Scottish comedian Janie Godley and Ashley Story both through you. So bring us more.
That could be fun too. I feel like either of those popping out of a cake could be pretty funny. I feel like you have to go down the funny route.
Yeah, that probably makes sense. I mean, I went I would like to have Triple H in my life route. That's what
right.
Oh,
yeah, that's Miranda Hart. Yeah, I would 100% pick her because she would fall out of the cake. It would go horribly wrong. It would
look how excited everybody is. Everybody's so excited to see you, Chloe. They say, Chloe looks beautiful. 100% agree, Chloe. It's like it's your birthday, Chloe.
Kerry.
You know, you should do this more often. Pop in with us.
Yeah, you're invited anytime. And I know you're feeling really sick today, so thank you for doing it, even though you're feeling ill.
I told Kerry, like, if it's your birthday, you get any wish. So I can't say no, even if I want to.
Wow.
I do love bunches, and I hope you have the best.
Really, because apparently Carol doesn't feel the same way. So
I can't comment on that one.
Were you raised Catholic or something, Carrie?
I was.
Chloe,
my
feel better.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye now.
I love you, girl. Yeah,
feel better.
Steve Garfield is SteveGarfield.com.
Steve Garfield will come on camera. He's never met a camera he didn't like. cbrogan.me/join us, Steve Garfield.
The original video blogger. Although he'll have to answer one of the loaded questions we scrolled through because how many harassing Carol time. That's hardly harassment, Michelle. And I would know because I'm a lawyer.
Because I'm a lawyer.
If I wanted to harass her, I'd be more imaginative than that. No, my mom was Irish Catholic, so it's like lots of guilt all the time. Chloe does always look amazing. I have to agree. And how sweet of her to turn up. I really do appreciate that. So this was so much fun. We got to play Loaded Questions, which is like my favorite game probably. And I know that he has other games. Eric Post has many other games, including Loaded Answers and Awkward Family Photos, which are also fun. But Loaded Questions is the official game of the Backpack Show.
The official game of the Backpack Show. And every time you bring out that you're a lawyer.
I'm a lawyer.
I am, though.
You are?
I am.
Every time you say it, that's what I say in my head. Hey,
I don't say it a lot, to be honest. Harassing Carol is a fun hobby.
I know you do. Well, what a great birthday episode it has been. Oh, well, look at this. Not even just Steve Garfield of SteveGarfield.com, but Steve and Carol.
Oh, yay. Hello. Out on their walk. Oh, you froze a little bit. They're out on their walk, so I think the signal might be off and on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna watch it backstage for a minute or two.
So here's a funny story. We sent sausages to Sister Anne Flanagan of the Daughters of St. Paul in Boston, and their convent or whatever you call it, mother house is like right in Steve Garfield's neighborhood. And so he saw them after we aired the episode where we showed Sister Anne cooking the sausage. He saw them walking and was like, "Hey, hope you like the sausage." Hi, Steve. Hi, Carol.
Hi, Steve. Hi, Carol.
Where are the nuns, Carol? Where are the nuns?
We're gonna go find them.
We're gonna go get the nuns.
Don't harass.
That was the funniest thing. We saw those nuns walking along. Carol says, "Those are the nuns.
Those are the Daughters of St. Paul. I knew that by their habit. Yep.
Yep, they have good habits."
Oh, you're so funny. So what's the best part of getting older, Steve and Carol Garfield? What's the best part?
What's the best part of getting older? Wow. That's an amazing question.
That was posed to you by Eric Poses.
Your brain works slower.
That's the best part? How is that the best part?
Carol?
That things that used to bother when you were younger don't bother you anymore.
Oh, good one.
Don't let the little small things bother you.
I like that.
I love
one.
it. That's such good advice.
That's
so
a
what's
good
on
one.
what's on the agenda, Steve and Carol? Are you going to knock over a 7-Eleven or something?
Give me all your slushies.
Give me the red ones.
Well, our agenda right now, we just worked out with Lucy Wyndham Reed.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
7 minutes.
That's all it takes.
High impact cardio.
Yep. Now we're going to walk Arnold Arboretum and look for the nuns for an hour.
Nice.
You're actually going to look for them.
Some people go bird watching. They go nun watching.
I mean, that would be something to see, I guess.
And then I have a StreamYard show. I can take this down. I have a StreamYard show with my mom today at 4:30.
Yay!
Millie Garfield, who's 95, and we're doing questions from my friend's book, 23 Things I Wish I'd Asked My Mom and Dad, and we're going through my mom each week at 4:30, and we're asking a question, and she's loving it. And so we get to find out some things that we haven't talked about before. Last week or 2 weeks ago, we said "I love you" to each other.
Yep.
Do you not normally do that?
Not normally.
Because that was part of the question. How often did we asked her? How often did her parents say they loved her?
And the answer was never.
She was young or older.
They weren't "I love you" kind of people, and we show love with our time, and I mean we totally love each other, but it's not a thing that we say all the time. So now when we end our phone calls, we're like,
love you.
Well, before that, we say to my mother, "Ma, do you have one more thing to say?" She's like, "No, I'm done. I said everything." I'm like, "No, any more things you want to say?" And then she says, "Oh, I love you. I love you." We say, "I love you." So now it's a thing, and it's really nice.
My dad.
So today's question is, what is
take
it?
That down.
What is it that you look back on and regret you didn't do in life? Yeah.
I hope she says not a damn thing.
She had a very colorful life.
Yeah, well, we'll see at 4:30.
4:30 on Steve Garfield's channel.
Eastern. My dad taught us to say "I love you" every time we left the house because his mom died when she was younger than I am now, so I think that colored his perspective. But yeah, we said it every time we left the house, all the time.
Carol says it all the time in her family when she hangs up on the phone.
Yeah, I do.
I can't get off the phone with my sister. I'll be like, "Love you." Okay, love you. Can't hang up. Can't get off the damn phone. She just won't hang up. So, well, thank you. This is fun. Let us know if you run into the nuns.
Yeah, report back if you see the nuns.
Oh,
report back.
We'll get them on video for you.
Oh my God, the poor other people will get them running away.
That'd be awesome.
You'll get a cease and desist order.
Thank you so much.
Okay, happy birthday.
I love you.
I love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Oh, so fun.
They're so the best.
Millie Garfield is a great video guest too.
She is. We had her on. So 4:30 Eastern, because Steve and Carol Garfield are in Boston. So if you want to check that out, go look at all his channels, Facebook and stuff, at 4:30 Eastern.
You could never guess where they were from.
You stop it. Oh my God.
They have such Boston accents. It's the best.
Even if you're from Massachusetts and you go away for a while, when you come back, it's like, it's a hard accent to pick back up, even if you're from there. So never mind somebody from somewhere totally like LA trying to do it, or even the UK. Like, it just never quite sounds right. I remember reading about Mystic River and somebody's like, oh, Linny nails the accent. I'm like, do you watch the same freaking movie I did? She sounds like Maine, like a caricature of someone from Maine. Hi, Deanna. Oh, thanks for wishing me happy birthday. Thank you. Oh, Deb's going to call her mom now. I feel like that's always a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my family was love you family all the time. My mom and dad have always been that way, and very like super affectionate. Very like, she'd wake me up with affection most days that she didn't wake me up with vacuuming, and it was all good. See you, Chaz. See you.
And I love your parents too, for what that's worth. So.
They're very lovable. They're a lot of people's other parents. That's for sure. Like in a Coraline, there's other mother. That's
mm-hmm. But they're like less creepy than that.
Less sinister. Yeah.
Yeah. Your dad tried to teach me poker. I think he was very disappointed in me. I have a really terrible poker face. I can't.
You got to know when to fold them. I think that's what I've been told.
Know when to hold them.
Know
when to walk away. My Scottish accent. Don't beat me, Chloe.
Oh my gosh.
The only way I'll do a Scottish accent, like if Chloe someday when you come back in the studio when you're feeling better, like I'll try and repeat after you. We'll do that. That'll be fun for 2 minutes.
Another new Scottish comedian favorite of mine is Danny Boy, and he's from Edinburgh, and he does a really good Australian accent, but he's put so much into it. He's like very, very practiced in doing his Australian accent. So that's kind of fun just to see someone from Scotland do a bunch of other regions and make it.
We're going to see lots of people with lots of like weird bits to their accent from different places, because my kids have been watching YouTubers from all over the world. And so lots of Australians, lots of British, and there's all kinds of flavors of British. And so when we were really little, we would watch like Thomas the Tank Engine or Peppa Pig or Kipper, and they would start being like, can I have a go? Can I have some crisps? Like, are you serious? But then they'd have the Boston accent too from their grandparents. I mean, they're really pretty pronounced Massachusetts accent.
Yeah.
And then there was me with my Harvard dad, my townie mom. So I have this weird mix. And they're a mess. I don't know. I guess the good news is nobody will be able to figure out where they're from. Now we're in Tennessee, so God knows what's going to happen.
Y'all. Yeah, you can pick up and drop accents. I mean, I was sort of an accent comedian.
Oh no, really?
Chameleon, sorry. I said comedian, but I was reading, if it's not Scottish, it's crap. God, what was that? That was Saturday Night Live, right?
No, that was So I Married an Axe Murderer, wasn't it?
Oh, it was. Okay. All right. I couldn't remember for sure.
Link it on sausage.
Link it on sausage.
One of my favorite movies.
That's so many great lines from the dad.
There's a scene in that movie where he has this horrifying moment where he realizes that the woman he's married, he thinks she's an axe murderer because she starts to sing Only You in 5 different languages. And for some reason, that's like a clue. And anyway, I did that at my wedding too.
Sang 5 different versions of Only You.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, not the whole thing. Like, sur mon toit, qui peut faire le monde comme ça, solo tu. Y solamente tú. It was fun.
Nice.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Mr. Dan. Sketch on SNL, but also Mike Myers. Okay. I had that feeling like it was an old Mike Myers and maybe Dana Carvey on that show kind of moment before they made it bigger. Oh, that's what I thought. That's a good wedding song, though. Only You with Murderous Things.
Yes, it was.
One of my favorite parts of that whole movie was Stephen Wright when he's flying the airplane and he goes, ugh. Oh my God, I had this, he's flying the plane, but he's asleep. And he says, I just had this dream. I was just born 8.5 months premature. The doctors didn't know what to do. I use that one a lot.
So in Reno 911, there's a similar scene where these 2 police officers are driving down the highway. And one of them is like, oh man, I just had the craziest dream. And the other one's like, you're still driving, right? And they're like, Reno 911. Yeah, so I feel like this has been very self-indulgent of me to have a birthday episode that goes this long.
Boy, has it. Oof. It's a long one too. My gosh. Well, Kerry, we've come to that point of the show where we have to do a couple things. I'm sorry. I mean, the work has to get in the way, but we have.
Oh, and here's our person of the day. Kaboom!
I don't think we could pick a person of the day. This is a very busy day.
It was a very busy day. I don't even know. So everybody who popped in, I love everybody who answered, everybody who's here. I mean, really. Nancy Travis. So true. Carol's so happy. She's been wanting me to sing, but I have sung before. I just don't do it a lot because that's not what the show is
really well. So when she whips it out, we all have to like stop doing what we're doing because she's got like one of those voices she hides behind, and like I'm not doing that right now. And then she busts it on like karaoke and things. That's what
Carrie's the person of the day.
Oh, all right. Well,
that makes sense.
That gets even more.
Everybody seconds that.
Nice.
Oh, I should be personal.
I wouldn't have given it to you. I didn't think you.
I know you wouldn't.
I don't think you made very good comments, but
I'll make some after.
I got a question for you because this is one of those things we asked our guests on the show. What goes in your backpack? That's a good question. Could be something physical, could be something metaphorical, could be anything really. So, Kerry, what do you think goes in your backpack?
Sense of humor.
Sense of humor.
Because you're not going to get through any kind of trials or tribulations if you don't have one. If you can't laugh at a bad situation, and part of that's probably the Irish in me, because I definitely laugh at like super inappropriate times.
Oops!
But
I moved.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
She's saying Bob's on delay. I think he left and came back.
Give me the apple, Chris. Yeah, I want the apple.
Oh, from your hometown, no less. Who'd have known? I didn't know. Yeah, Danny Boy's like a bedtime favorite of mine. I play a lot of comedians when I fall asleep, and he's got some funny bits.
Thank you. Your biological father's wife says happy birthday.
That's perfect. My grandmother's birthday was in September 23rd, so we could celebrate it at that point, I guess, because we can't celebrate it right now.